This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News, joined by Matt Macklin here in London. Matt, firstly, how you doing?
Yeah, good man. It's fight week. It's Thursday. Been here since Monday, so definitely excitement. It's building, but it's also at the point now. I think fighters just want to get in there. You know, normally events would start probably on a Wednesday before fight, so it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Where because they've been doing interviews one after the other since Monday, I think they're kind of at the point now. Just want to get in there.
They do want to get in there, and obviously it's been quite tense as the weeks progressed, but here we are, Joshua Dubois. There was a lot of talk, a lot of chitter-chatter last night that Daniel and Don Charles had parted ways during fight week. Since then we found out that's not to be the case. Don's just fallen ill. What do you make of kind of all of that though? Do you think it's a distraction for Daniel?
No, I think because he knows the truth, doesn't he? I think it's just more of a distraction for us. You're thinking, is it true, is it not true? But I think it was just a massive case of Chinese whispers. You know, someone says, I say something to you, you add a bit onto the next person. Before you know it, you got this story which is a complete load of BS. Do you know what I mean? He's done the right thing, hasn't he? It's unfortunate that he's picked up a head cold, but you know, you don't want to be around not just your own fighter, but other fighters passing it on. So he's done the right thing. Don Charles there, work's done. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be nice to have him beside him just for a bit of moral support, I guess, but it really doesn't matter. It'd matter a lot more if he was by him and he passed on the cold. So, no, they've definitely done the right thing. But that's the rumour mill for you.
That rumour mill obviously doesn't take away from the fight that we have ahead of Saturday night. And what do you make of that main event, Joshua Dubois? A lot of people expect to see fireworks early on. Do you expect to see something similar?
Look, nothing had surprised me. Yeah, but would I say, do I think it'll start quick? I probably do, yeah. But also, it wouldn't shock me if both of them were a little bit apprehensive early doors. You know, both of them are big punchers. They'll know that they can't afford to walk onto anything early doors. You know, you'll want to warm into a fight, don't you? Try and get your jab going, get your distance, get your range, get comfortable in there. Then start putting combinations together. Then start looking for the bigger shots. You know, work the body. You know, coming out and just going for it from the first bell, I'd be surprised.
I've seen a few people talk about Daniel's experience at the top level. They've tried to compare it to AJ, and they've obviously said it's nowhere near what Anthony Joshua's had experience-wise in pro ranks. But do you think people overlook the fact that he has fought at the Tottenham ground before on the Fury Chisora free card? He's fought in Poland against Alexander Usyk. Like, he has fought in big nights, big stadium fights previously.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to suddenly be like a fish out of water. I don't think he's going to be like overawed and overwhelmed. I don't think that at all. Because, you know, he's had a great career already. You know, he's only 27, but he's been in big fights. You know, he's been in the spotlight. He's been compared to people. You know, he's been slagged off. You know, he's been down. He's built himself back up. He's been down again. He's come back again. And actually, coming into this fight, he's coming off his probably 2 best wins. You know, so his confidence is probably at an all-time high. I don't think he'll be overwhelmed. But that said, of course, 96,000 people, Wembley Stadium. Anthony Joshua then coming in second and you're standing in the ring. You know, it is going to be another level. It is going to be another level. But I think he's been climbing the levels, hasn't he, Dubois? So I think it's just a natural progression.
Is it kind of one level too far for him on Saturday night?
It might be, maybe. I don't know. It's look, he looked really good in his last 2 fights. He's 27. He's had his downs. He's regrouped and come back better. You know, he wasn't going to be the finished article at 22 or 23. You know, maybe he's not the finished article now, but I'd say he's approaching his prime now, if he's not already in it. You know, Joshua, 34, he's he's definitely a more experienced fighter now, probably more refined, but does he have attributes of a young man anymore? The hunger, the speed, the reflexes, the stamina? You know, probably not. He's 34, do you know what I mean? So, you know, as you get older, you gain some things, but you lose things as well.
There's obviously some fantastic fights on the undercard as well, Matt. Unfortunately, we lost Liam Smith ahead of what would have been his fight with Josh Kelly, but Ishmael Davis, a very capable replacement opponent at short notice. But what fight in particular are you looking forward to on the undercard?
I think purely from what I feel will be an action-packed humdinger, Josh Warrington against Anthony Cacace, because I just think they're just going to meet in the middle and slug it out.
What do you make of the Watsy Hutchinson fight? Because they've obviously had quite a heated build-up this week.
Yeah, good fight. Hutchinson's tricky. I think it'll be a competitive fight. I think Buatsi will win. I hope that Hutchinson brings the best out of Buatsi. I think last few fights with Buatsi, he's won and looked good, but I've always felt like there was more there. There could have been a bit more there, and I'd like to see him go through those gears.
Tyler Denny, a boxer fighter, a man whose fights you've commentated on previously, had a fantastic victory against Felix Cash last time out. Going in now against Hamza Shiraz, another underdog kind of tale for himself. Can he rise to the occasion once more?
Listen, I think he'll rise to the occasion because he's not. I don't think he's the type to. Again, he doesn't. He's just not that type of guy, is he? He's quite. He doesn't overthink it. He just thinks like, is it 2 men, 2 arms, 2 legs, get in there, fight my fight, and get in. And so I don't see him mentally falling apart or anything like that at all. Now, is he good enough to beat Hamza Shiraz? Look, people didn't think he was good enough to win the last few, and he did. So you can't underestimate this guy. He's awkward. He believes in himself. He's southpaw. He gets low. He comes underneath you. But Shiraz looks very good. So I think you have to pick Shiraz in that fight.
Well, Matt, listen, it's a pleasure as always. I'm leaving you now to enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for speaking to me, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers. Nice one.